Hello everyone, this is ZeroRaptor coming at you with a review video. Now I recently went to go see Jurassic World live. I haven't really seen a live show with puppeted dinosaurs in a very long time since Walking with Dinosaurs. This was back in 2011? It was a very long time, I can't remember right now. So yeah, we finally got Jurassic World live. I thought it was an okay show. There was a lot less dinosaurs than I was expecting. The Walking with Dinosaurs Arena Spectacular. I thought that was a great show. Compared to Jurassic World Live, I feel like this was 10 times better. The ticket for this was like $41.50, so roughly maybe about $50 with today's inflation, and Jurassic World Live was 25 bucks. You can see there's a bit of a quality difference. I got the programs for both, and then I got two pieces of merchandise. I got bags, and then for Jurassic World Live, I got this really neat stein that doesn't have a lid. I kind of wish they had a lid. Walking with Dinosaurs, I also got this little pin that lit up, but for the life of me, I can't remember where I placed it. It's a little epoxy pin. It's not even an enamel pin. It's an epoxy pin, and there's like a little button in the back that lets you toggle it on and off, and it does like a little flashing light and says Walking with Dinosaurs. I don't know where it went. I thought I put it in my pin bag, but apparently I didn't. So let me just start off with the oldest one, which is Walking with Dinosaurs. Now, Walking with Dinosaurs, so this was the program for it. Small but mighty. This is I kept it in fantastic condition. It's a very thick book. It features 16 dinosaur puppets, plus they had vegetation that grew during the show. They were inflatable vegetation, but they were like really cool. And then the dinosaurs interacted with it, so it made like the whole show really come together. And this features all the directors, scripts, everyone who got involved with it, performers. They were fantastic. The dinosaurs were incredible. They covered like a lot of different eras, a lot of different like variety of dinosaurs. They had this one like chewing off his head. So it's pretty cool. Like Walking with Dinosaurs, if you guys have ever seen the show, the Arena Spectacular was even better. I'm kind of sad that they ended their run, but it was really cool when it was still around. Like you guys there's some like video footage on YouTube, but I don't think they ever released a DVD of the entire show, which is a little disappointing. Yeah. So it's really cool. They got the Stegosaurus, which is like, all of these are as accurate as they had information back then. So there's been a lot of like recent discoveries in paleontology that obviously some of these may be a bit outdated. But look, they got like two freaking brachiosaurs. That was like cool. And then like the trees, like they literally just rolled these fake planters into the middle of the arena. When they inflate the trees, like the trees look like they were like growing, and then the dinosaurs, they come along, they actually interact with the fake shrubbery. So it was really cool. Yeah, there we go. There's a whole cast. So there was a good variety. Like, of course, you had the human performers doing like the small raptors and theropods, and then of course like the bigger dinosaurs, they were like they had a whole team of puppeteers plus like the drivers who would like drive underneath them, because they're supported by rollers. Of course, it's not in here. They edited that out. Yeah, they have like three raptors. They got the Quetzalcoatlus, Ornithocheirus, Utah raptor. Yes, this is for those of you who are big into dinosaurs, Jurassic Park. Those are the size of Utah raptors, but they call them velociraptors, which are technically the size of turkeys. So very, very big size difference. And you got the Ankylosaurus, which is really cool. It's like high quality prints. T-Rex, I mean, it's not the Jurassic Park T-Rex, but I mean, it's a more scientifically accurate T-Rex. They had the adult and the baby. I don't think they had two. We just went through the casting page. Yeah, I think they only had the one, which is still like by itself pretty impressive. And then, yeah, pretty cool. They even got like behind the scenes. There's also YouTube videos like of them making the dinosaurs, seeing how they're all put together, the skin, the skeleton, the animatronics. Really cool show. I loved it. Yeah, this is really cool. Got the suits, and then here's a look. This is not the arena that I went to, but the arena I went to, like, similar layout, and like that friggin' Brachiosaurus just hanging out over people's heads. Really cool. Like, they did a fantastic job with this. Oh yeah, here's my flashing raptor pin. It's somewhere. I can't find it. But yeah, that's very cool. They got like all the merchandise. So now you guys, there's a physical photographic record of all the stuff. Obviously, I didn't get a lot of it. You know, they were pretty affordable merch. But yeah, I just got the pin, and then I got this bag, which was really cool because the bag is I think it's cotton. It's like cottony, canvasy. Walking with Dinosaurs, Arena Spectacular. This is, okay, it shows a manufacturer, but no materials list. But yeah, it's a pretty cool bag. It's got a zipper. I mean, it doesn't zip all the way. It's like an incomplete zipper, which, I mean, I don't really care for, but it works. And then the straps, very sturdy strap. You got the outer pocket in here, and then this one actually also has an inner pocket that you can also unzip and put your little change, wallet, cards, whatever. Yeah, pretty good bag, and I've kept it in great condition after all these years. Like, if you take care of it, it's gonna last you a long time. So it's at least 10 years old. So really cool. Wish I could have found the pins so I can show you, or the battery's probably dead by now. So that's Walking with Dinosaurs. A little bit more expensive than Jurassic World Live, but for the quality of the merchandise and the actual show itself, I mean, it was worth the money. Now, turning over to Jurassic World, let me get the program here. So Jurassic World, like, they have a pretty sizable program as well, but you can see the size. This is smaller in width, but thickness way thicker because, of course, the show had way more content. This was obviously, like, I'm not saying it's lower quality because the dinosaurs were pretty decent quality for the show too, but it's just there was a lot less. Like, Walking with Dinosaurs had 16 dinosaurs. Jurassic World Live, only 8. And yeah, there wasn't not a lot. Like, you saw, I mean, I showed you the programs. It's very text heavy, photograph heavy, really good quality, and this is like website amount of content. Like, really, you need to dedicate a whole page to friggin' Blue? I was like, yeah, because I need print this gigantic to, read this stuff, right? It's got a little crossword puzzle, and this was like $15, I think, because I think the program for Walking with Dinosaurs was, I don't think it was 15. I think it was like maybe 18. It was a little closer to 20, and this was just 15. So again, you get what you pay for, but I was like expecting a little bit more since this is a much bigger program. So now I got to figure out where I'm gonna put it in all my bookshelves, because now it's like even harder to store this. Yeah, it's like, these are like CG scans from the movies. It's like, it's not, like, I can't tell if, I mean, it looks like it could be the puppets. Yeah, that's definitely like the CG scan, because the puppets can't articulate their necks that far. Yeah, it's like the photos are not very high quality, whereas with Walking with Dinosaurs, it's actually like very HD photos. Like, you get a bigger book with Jurassic World, but like the photo quality is like, yeah, this looks like blurred. Yeah, this is CG because it doesn't have the, well, I mean, you could Photoshop out the vehicle drivers and stuff, but it's just, it's like, do I really need this big of a book for this much text. I really, like, this could have been a much smaller book. And again, it's like, you're filling it up with these puzzles, so it's like the size of the book doesn't even justify the amount of content you put in there. Triceratops. And then there's an Indominus. It wasn't even a full Indominus. It was a head. Like, it wasn't even a full animatronic, which was like, okay, come on. It's like, that's more like 7.5. And then there's human characters. I know a lot of people crap on the Transformers live action movies for like so much focus on human characters. This focused too much on the human characters. Like, honestly, the Arena Spectacular wasn't even structured like a documentary, like Walking with Dinosaurs, which would have been like great. I just came to see like a live action Dinosaurs, and I got a friggin' Broadway show. Not even Broadway show. It's like a live movie. The humans took up so much dialogue time. Yeah, so it's got a little like, so the behind the scenes photos is bigger than the Walking with Dinosaurs, but again, Walking with Dinosaurs, they already have YouTube videos that you can watch and actually see them in action. I don't know, I haven't seen any videos of the behind the scenes for these dinosaurs. Yeah, I mean, it's they designed them and built them similarly to Walking with Dinosaurs, but it's like you don't really see them. During the show, they actually have these like VIP seats that are like right on the arena floor, and then like you had Blue and some of the dinosaurs, like the more walking dinosaurs, like go up and like interact with them. Whereas I feel Walking with Dinosaurs was a bit more inclusive to the audience because they had like the massive Brachiosaurus that like stretched over the arena seating, so like more people besides like those on the floor got to see the dinosaurs close up. 30 pages, 35 pages, and last page is advertisements for other shows. Like, wow. Wow. It's like, it's not even a full program of the show itself. Like, you're advertising other shows along with it. Yeah. So $15 is not even comparable to what you get with Walking with Dinosaurs. Like, for real. It's like the amount of content about the show, and then you even got the merchandise on it. It's like, yeah, the photos are smaller, but they're much more high quality. Like, this is actual photographic quality. I don't know if you can see, like, the glare on them. And then, like, it actually shows, like, all the dinosaurs that got featured in it. Like, there's a whole spread with all the dinosaurs. Jurassic World Live doesn't even have that. Like, wow, okay. It's like, this was the pricier show, but it made up for that price. It, like, you got what you paid for. And then for Jurassic World, I got this reusable tote bag, which is like, great. I can go, it's got Blue on one side and T-Rex jaws, not even T-Rex, on the other side. So bigger, not always better. We got the quality over here. And it was funny because like the tag that came with the bag, it's got like, the tip of the pen is a functional sharp point, battery replacement. So like this is a tag for another piece of merchandise that's obviously electronic, but they just, attached it to a tote bag because they can't be arsed to make a separate bag, just separate tag for the bag. Yeah, so in terms of quality, I mean, the cup is great. It's very sturdy. For some reason, they were serving shaved ice in this, which was weird. I was like, this is more of a drink cup than a shaved ice cup. Because it goes, like, you can fill up to here. So this is like the bottom of the cup, and the rest of this just to like keep the condensation or the heat from hitting your table. So it's got like distance. It's like this much airspace between. So decent cup. There was like a smaller cup that was, there was a smaller variation that was like, there was like a T-Rex head, and then I think they had a raptor head too, and then they also served shaved ice in there. I mean, the kids loved it, but I just preferred this one, which feels like this should be in like Universal Studios. This doesn't feel like something you would expect at a live arena show. This is Jurassic World Live Tour. Yep. So if I could choose which show to watch again, definitely Walking with Dinosaurs. Unfortunately, they ended their run years ago. I don't know what happened to the puppets, but yeah, this was a big disappointment. It was like an hour and 25, yeah, not even an hour and a half. It was like an hour 25 minutes, and it was basically a fanfic because it was like a story that took place during the events of Jurassic World, the first movie, because I don't think it really touched on the later movies. I think it did, but it was just, it was annoying because really like semi dinosaur puppetry and semi stunt show, but the stunts weren't even that great. They had like pyrotechnics during the show too. Like there's one part where like the T-Rex comes out and they were shooting a flamethrower at it to like scare it off or whatever. But I was like, dude, I came here to see dinosaurs. I didn't come here to see people running around doing stunts. Like if I want to see a stunt show, I just go to a theme park. I don't want to pay to an arena show and watch not dinosaurs. Like they didn't even animate them very well because with Walking with Dinosaurs, the animators and the drivers, like they made sure that the dinosaurs were moving in a realistic fashion. Whereas here, like there was like a Triceratops and Stegosaurus that were just booking it across the arena, despite like they should be like moving slowly and heavily, but it was like running across like it was a little Velociraptor. I was like, okay. And then before the show even started, you had an opportunity to take pictures with the dinosaurs, but the only dinosaurs they had available was the Triceratops and the Stegosaurus, and they only showed up for a very short time during the show, and the rest of the time it's being dominated by the Troodon and the Velociraptors, and then the end with the T-Rex, and then Dominus Rex makes like a brief appearance in the beginning, and it was only his head. It didn't have a whole like body puppet for Indominus Rex. It was pretty disappointing. But I mean, I paid $25 for it, so I'm like, I feel like I got my money's worth out of it for $25. But with Walking with Dinosaurs, I paid more, but I got way more for it. I think this was like a 2-hour show. It was very long because they had to do transitional scenes between like each of the stories that they wanted to tell. So you got the Triassic, Jurassic, Cretaceous. I think they were trying to cover those. But yeah, they put way more effort into Walking with Dinosaurs than they did with Jurassic World Live. Now I know like they're not by the same company, just because this was a BBC company, and of course, obviously Jurassic World is by some like random company that got the Jurassic World license. So I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be as good as Walking with Dinosaurs, but I expected it to be somewhat decent, like Walking with Dinosaurs, because I'm like, okay, I get to see Jurassic World live, and I was assuming it'd be structured like Walking with Dinosaurs, where it's like, okay, let's bring out one dinosaur. Let's talk about the dinosaur. Okay, next dinosaur comes out. Talk about the dinosaurs. Like, project the natural environment the dinosaur would have been in. I wasn't expecting to see an actual feature-length movie in live-action form. If Walking with Dinosaurs ever comes back, I definitely would want to see it again. Unfortunately, I didn't really have good pictures of it because back then I had a really crappy phone, so the pictures I got of Walking with Dinosaurs are really crappy. And unfortunately, the Jurassic World live pictures are really good quality, but is such a disappointment compared to Walking with Dinosaurs. If you were like me that got a chance to watch both shows, let me know what you think in the comments below, how you felt about each show. If you kind of discovered these shows later in life, unfortunately, your only option is Jurassic World at this point. And I think their show is going on for maybe another 6 months to a year. So look up the showings for Jurassic World Live, see if it's going to come to your city, and like, I don't know, $25 or whatever currency your country is. I don't know. I recommend checking it out just to see the puppets, but in terms of the actual show, I really wish Walking with Dinosaurs come back. Because, yeah, Jurassic World Live, big disappointment in terms of merchandise, in terms of the content, and then in terms of the program itself. Because, like, honestly, I don't know where I'm going to store this. Because at least with Walking with Dinosaurs, it's like a much smaller booklet, so I'm able to, like, put it in my bookshelf easier. But this thing, this monster, it's like, it's like I'm going to fit, like, vertically, horizontal, I don't know. It's like, it's trying to compensate for something. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. It's compensating for something. Anyways, that's all I have to say about it. So until next time, this is ZeroRaptor signing off. Laters.